It all began with a raise before the flop, then a re-raise, a few folds, and a call. Jack 4-10 with 2 hearts hit the flop. Checked, bet, and call. The ace of hearts hits the turn. Bet, and a big raise. Now the real game begins.
Doyle just double-checked his hole cards. Doesn't look like he has a flush.
Chris is showing a lot of strength. He might have a marginal hand.
What's taking so long? Let's go.
Wow, Doyle's doing a lot of talking over there. This could be a bluff.
You make the flush, Doyle?
Chris is fishing for information. He must have 2 pair.
I think you got me.
That's poker, folks.
Welcome to NBC's Poker After Dark. I'm Leanne Tweeden. One key to success at the poker table is finding the weak spot in the game. This week, that's going to be hard with this group of players. Tom Dwan, Patrick Antonius, Howard Lederer, Eli Elezra, Ilari Sahamias, and Phil Ivey. Let's get the cards in the air.
Sorry, Patrick.
Tom Dwan and Eli Elezra, the only 2 winners in our cash game so far. Dwan up over $150,000. Elezra up over $40,000. Howard Lederer and Ilari Sahamias, the 2 biggest losers. Howard down over $50,000 and Ilari down over $100,000. $200 and $400 blinds with a $100 ante. Ivy makes it $4,000 to go out of the big blind with pocket 6s. Lederer, Elezra, and Sahamias all call. After Dwan folded the straddle, 4 players to the flop with over $17,000 out there. Ivy still best on the flop. Ilari spikes a 3 and checks.
Pretty sad that I slipped my crap, man. Sick life.
Like the only way when it happens is exactly like that. It's like a big hand.
Rest of the players check as well.
Like you're like thinking what to do. And
right. I had an actual
if you don't have a hand, you're never gonna sleep. If you're not in a hand, you're never gonna sleep.
Still no action on the turn.
Props when I started to play. It's just getting used to it.
Lederer appears to be thinking over a bluff here.
It's nice to play different props. Like I have a prop deuce 3-8. That would be my prop there. 8-3.
If it comes 8-3-4, do you still win something on the deuce 3-8?
Yeah, that would be my prop. 7 points, whatever we play per point.
If it comes 8-3-4, it would be right.
8-3-4.
Yeah.
If I have 8-3 deuce.
He bets 5,000.
You have to hit it perfect. But you have many different props, like equals 3-4-6.
Oh wow! So
Ivy calls the bluff and he'll take it down.
I haven't eaten anything.
Grab half my pizza if you want. Yeah, I'm gonna have it.
The Italian place, right across the all the way there.
Yeah.
That's where they leave it ready.
There's only like a 15-minute break.
Folded around to Phil Ivey, who raises from the small blind. Antonius will defend the straddle with pocket deuces.
Never feel it looks good, huh?
What?
Never feel it looks good.
Paired flop and Antonius still in front.
It looks all veggies, right?
Hmm?
It was all no noodles.
It was all some veggies, shredded stuff.
I know you like bok choy, right?
Patrick bets 6,500. And Phil's going to take a peek at the turn. Both players check the 4 of clubs. Ace of diamonds hits the river. And Ivy bets 15,000. Trying to put the scare card to work here. Pretty healthy bet into that $22,000 pot. Antonius getting about 2.5 to 1 on a call. But he'll lay it down. And Ivy's stack continues to head in the right direction. No straddle this time around. Howard folds under the gun. Ellie folds as well, and Sahamius will get involved. As will Phil Ivey.
So I think I'm going to start sometime.
Heads up pot.
Next year, causing horse games to run for a while.
See.
Ivy flops 3s.
So sometime next year, I think I'm going to start playing the horse more.
Next year?
Cause him to run more. I mean, I play him a little now, but not that much.
You can learn it fast.
Started playing limited a bit. But I only know how to play it heads up.
Way better than I was when I started to play those games. I had no idea.
Hillary fires a continuation bet of 3,000. Ivy will call. Over 10 grand in the pot now.
That games are very...
Hillary turns the best hand, spiking a 4.
How high the better you already know. Limit hold them is easy.
Limit hold them on 5 might put only heads up. 9 heads up.
What's wrong with the ring game? What's the difference?
Sucks.
What's the difference?
It's just too boring. Too frustrating.
Yeah, it's just 10 hands out of 50 hands.
It's too frustrating.
Almost pot-sized bet of 9,000.
Yeah. I've started liking heads up, but...
Ivy lays it down,
I'm gonna start playing heads
and
up.
Hillary takes the pot.
Do you have a menu for food?
Hey, Patrick wanted food, whoever was the food.
I need a menu for food. Like anything.
I need to know what you guys have.
They have sushi, we have...
Sushi's not open yet.
We have other stuff too,
I
but
don't think it's open until 5 or 6.
Sushi would be nice. That would be the best
Yeah,
thing.
because I'd like sushi too, but I thought that's not open yet.
Yeah, but I mean, what kind of sushi I want to have? Like yellowtail sashimi and salmon sashimi.
Sushimi?
Sashimi, yellowtail and salmon. And any kind of rolls, like maybe like a spicy tuna roll.
Can you just find out if it's open, and then we'll put in orders?
The what?
Can you find out if it's open?
I think we're taking orders.
Oh.
While Patrick and Durr focus on the sushi, Ivy picks up 3 of the last 4 pots. Back to the Golden Nugget in a moment.
Welcome back to Poker After Dark, the cash game. Howard, you know, that's an impressive group of guys you're playing with. Talk about the table a little bit.
Well, there's not a weak spot there. I mean, it's certainly going to take some cards today for me to win. And I'm going to have to be playing my best game. Right. Obviously not off to a good start.
Who in particular worries you if you had to pick one or two at the table?
No one. I mean, they're all tough. I mean, I'm not thinking about one player. I'm just trying to play my best game. I'm worried about me.
Now, is this the biggest cash game you've ever been involved in?
Oh, no. I've played in plenty of very big cash games.
Right.
But this is certainly one of the toughest cash game tables I've ever sat at.
Sure. All right. They're going to give you a run for the money, huh?
Oh, yeah.
All right. We'll let you get back. Thanks, Howard.
Gracious as ever, Howard Lederer currently down almost $65,000.
I'm sorry, Patrick. I beat you in some Chinese once. Sorry.
Really? How do you think? By the way, how do you do that
in Chinese? How have me and you done lifetime in Chinese?
How do you think we done?
I'm loser.
I think you're fine, I think.
You want to point out the one thing I beat you at in the last 2 months?
Can you tell me a single moment
16 to go.
when I would have got you?
Hillary is straddled to 800. Ivy puts in a second straddle to 1,600.
Who'd you win it back against?
500 1K was just running nonstop. I don't know.
You just won a ton in that game?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I never even seen the game going. How do y'all manage to do that?
It's run a lot.
After Dwan smooth called with his pocket fours, Antonius is going to make a play with ace-jack. 8,500 to go.
There's been a ton of action lately. All right, let's go.
Patrick gets through everyone but Durr, who calls. Over 20,000 in the pot. Good flop for Patrick.
Flop.
$13,000 for Dwan to call. Good fold by Durr.
I see it, whatever it is, double.
Patrick takes it down.
What, just stiff jack?
I have a club and a diamond. They add. Ask Howard, he said you can count them together.
It ought to count.
I mean, if you propose...
I think the diamond ought to count for triples if you hit two of your suit and then one diamond. I mean doubles.
Howard lending plenty of ideas to the props, just not any of his action. Poker After Dark, the cash game, continues right now.
Why don't they put a mixed game on Poker After Dark?
That's a good idea. I mean, Durr would like it. Tom would like it. Mix the horse with it.
We could play PLO and PLO.
Yeah.
And more PLO. These two guys would be happy with that.
The 500,000 PLO is coming to full tilt real soon. Ring game.
Should be. I kind of don't want it to now, though.
I think it'd be bad for
You get your table?
Since there's 500,000.
I think it'd be bad for it, really.
Sahamius gets a walk.
I mean, personally, I'd be okay with it, but only short term. Plus, then Phil will win all my money. He'd have two tables to win it at. I wouldn't be able to make up for my losses there with my wins at no limit. You've done really good versus me lately, right, Phil?
And he played fair.
Huh?
I said you've done really good versus me lately, right?
I don't pay no attention to things like that, Derek. You do.
That means yes. That's his way of saying yes.
I don't pay no attention to it.
That's his way of saying yes. He would either say, no, I've been losing, or I don't pay any attention.
You know him well. You never chat though, right?
Not too much. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out on camera and stuff, you know. People are going to learn the
tricks. I don't pay no
tricks.
attention to it.
Where is it? 12.
Lederer opens the pot for a raise to 1,200. Alesra smooth calls with ace-queen. Over to Ivy in the big blind.
The two losers players.
Can't help myself sometimes.
Phil checks out and leaves Ellie and Howard heads up.
Like, I think it would have been good before those started.
That's my big boy.
But now they run so often.
I can recognize that. $35.
Howard check folds the flop, and Ellie takes it down. Our cash game will continue when we return to Las Vegas with more Poker After Dark. Welcome back for more Poker After Dark. It's been a fairly uneventful cash game for both Phil Ivey and Patrick Antonius, who are hovering around their $250,000 buy-ins.
I can't get off that computer. I didn't understand it. And I didn't know what all these guys, the fascination was with it, too.
Two aces for Patrick Antonius, who limps in, and two aces for Howard Lederer as well.
17? I'm out, golly.
A lot of respect to you, man.
I'm solid like that.
But not this one, the next one.
Not this one, because he got information on this one.
Not this one.
Next one?
Next one.
50. So if 2 out of 3 come, you win 50.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you will win 50 if you... I have red ones.
If I have 2 out of 3 black ones, I win 50, right?
Yeah, yeah.
If
and
you have 2 out of 3 red ones, you win 50.
Yeah, yeah. And if you get 3 to nil, you win 50 anyway.
If all 3, you win 50.
Yeah, yeah, 50. Only 50. Not this.
There's a man that gambles.
That's a test right there.
Yeah, I just pay you in advance because I think I'm going to lose it. Oh wait, I can't do that. I can't pay you here.
Howard really trying to sell Durr and Patrick on the idea that he's got a decision on his hands.
You gotta have a little. See?
He's got to be doing backflips after seeing Patrick limp re-race to 6,200.
This black-red thing?
Not too often.
No?
You know, I play.
Howard makes it 21,200 total.
Awful tilt.
I don't pay attention to those things, Tom.
Oh,
We already had this.
He's the backup show.
We already had this discussion.
Look at the backup.
He believes everything like that.
Patrick is superstitious.
So is David.
Patrick will just call 15,000 more and try to set a trap. Little does he know he's up against the same hand. With no flush draw on the board, these two will be chopping unless one gets the other off their aces. King out there could be a scary card given the pre-flop action. Pocket King's a definite possibility.
We got to start playing live again every day. Let's go down to Bellagio and start playing every day.
Yeah.
So slow. So slow.
Just got to play higher. That's how you make it faster.
No, you still get less hands.
Play higher. Play props. When you play
We
props,
should just play 4 tables of 500, 1,000 every day. Like everyone plays. Just like 8 people, 4 tables. 2
How many
PLO,
tables
2
you can
normal.
play at the same time in the internet?
A lot.
Like 16?
No.
16 heads up?
No. I couldn't do more than 8.
8?
With good people. The worse the people are, the more tables.
He say a lot and then he say 8.
Well, I mean, I've done like, I did 12, 2, 4.
What will you spot me if I played you 3 head-up games?
You mean how much will you pay me?
You have to spot me. You don't think you have to spot me? You're definitely
You've played me 3 heads-up games, haven't you?
Not really, not for that long. I can't do it for long. I promise to play for 2 hours. What will you spot me? God, you're gonna just break me. I can't believe I even offered this.
Howard has bet 18,000 into a pot of almost 45.
Huh?
What stakes?
We'll play, 500,000, pot limit Omaha, 500,000, no limit, and 500,000 stud. I mean, 2 and 4,000 stud, I mean.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no, we'll play 500,000, pot limit Omaha. 500,000, no limit hold'em.
And another 500,000 no limit hold'em?
And another 500,000 pot limit Omaha.
How are we gonna get 2 tables?
Don't worry about that.
You sure?
Now, what are you
do
gonna
it?
spot me?
I'll give you $1 a hand.
Nah, it's okay.
2? 3? Is that getting close? Maybe I should be careful.
I'll take 5. I take 2. I take 300 in a hand. It's not that much. I'm going to time out of more than that. Do you understand?
Patrick makes it 40,000.
Think about it.
300 a hand's a lot, man. That's a buy-in every 300 hands.
Pot swells to over $100,000. 22,000 for Howard to call. Howard makes the call and almost 125,000 in there now. Patrick bets $75,000. That's got Howard's remaining stack covered. Howard would be calling all in here. And you can tell there's no more action after this, so Howard's not acting. He's definitely worried about being up against 2 kings.
I call. Thank God. Wow. Chop it up. It's definitely one of the hands I was hoping for.
Nice hand.
Yeah.
Howard calls and he can breathe easy.
Well, I tell you what, you get those aces like
Yeah, I've done real nice with them too. Run into the aces and the 8s.
These two will carve it up and do it.
One time I had ace king against
I mean,
ace
he's
king.
in a weird spot there too.
That's the
I
best.
guess. Did you think you had the best hand when I called?
Yeah. I mean,
After that much deliberation.
I mean, I don't think you
don't
can
have
beat
a
me.
beat.
I don't think you
Yeah,
can
you're
beat
right.
me.
I can't have a beat.
I mean,
You're right.
You don't
That is
think
not
for
one
5
fault.
minutes with a 9 that you
It's hard to think that you have aces since I have aces.
That's true, yeah.
Okay.
Nothing.
All in.
But I don't think I can sail off.
You have 2 red, you have to move in. No.
It's just such a weird hand.
Let's not.
Really
Let's
not.
not.
No,
Yeah, but you don't know.
I won't fold.
You don't need to have a big hand to re-raise me again.
No, I know.
I don't need to have anything.
They're betting 50 on the flop.
He said I won't fold.
So he said, I won't fold. You have to move all in for me to fold. They bet, you got red, you got black.
Did that 59?
50
I already
dimes.
lost.
So
I already
need 2
lost it.
cards.
The 2 tightest guys in the game are just flipping for 50?
He won.
50 dimes.
Trust me.
3 players in for 4,000 a man in a re-raised pot.
Told you.
Ivy flops an open-ended straight draw with a pair of 5s.
Double?
see?
This is king, king,
One
nine.
flop rate, I know.
Oh, one flop play, thank you.
Just scared you got.
Check.
See how many times that.
You would kill us. You would kill us right now.
You'd be up 200,000 if you would have get play. You know, that flop would be, yes,
50.
but it, yeah.
See, that doesn't tilt me.
Yeah,
if I would have won $1 million, that doesn't tilt me.
50.
It only tilts me when I forgot to call for 7,500, and then Phil lost 7,500 too.
I think the 7 of diamonds have been there 3 times so far. 3 times, right?
I know. And you know how many diamonds? The one
And the
that's sleeping plus so many. So if you own for double and you keep it,
It would have been pretty strong if he won like 100,000 pot.
Phil lost
to make
only.
up for his 50,000 loss.
Phil lost
We want
only
to pot
30
anyway.
in this pot.
Yeah.
Do you have 2 red cards?
What do you think? Take a guess.
I think he would have raised a little more.
He wasn't folding, he had 2 black ones.
Okay, no more of those bets, okay?
Ivy takes down a small pot but dumps 50,000 to Zygmunt in props. NBC's Poker After Dark The Cash Game continues from the Golden Nugget. Dwan and Alezra both ahead, Ivy and Antonius roughly even. Lederer and Sahamius stuck.
Stable life.
I cannot follow.
Hillary limping in with 9-3 of clubs. He wants to see a flop with 2 black cards in his hand. He's playing red-black for $50,000 a flop with Phil Ivy. Basically, if 2 or more red cards hit the flop, $50K over to Hillary. 2 or more black, $50K to Ivy. Dwan has no prop excuse. He just wants to gamble with Queen 9 of spades, making it 4,000.
I like these bets. Works out good for us.
Which bets?
The ones that Phil and Eli have.
What are you guys betting?
50,000 on the color of the flop.
He won 50 already.
I do think
That's why I made it 10x. Because I know I need to get called 100% of the time. And he has at least 1 red card.
Yes, I mean, so big.
All black flop. Phil Ivy wins the prop. Meanwhile, Patrick Antonius has flopped trip 10s. Tom Dwan has flopped a spade draw. Checked all the way around.
Scary.
Action card. Tom Dwan has just hit a pair of queens to go with that flush draw.
Sorry, Hillary, but I was rooting for him because I won 2 in this pot flop, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, you won him? How many have I slept?
Come on, Dad. You can't sleep hard. It's in your brain.
Oh, my God.
You program for that.
I didn't realize you had that. You won 10 there, so.
Betting a call of 11,000 and Dwan makes spades on the end.
Sure you don't want the suit? You don't want diamonds?
Oh.
Why? Because he's stuck.
I want 150K more.
You want to do it again?
Yeah, this one.
Okay.
What the score so far?
Huh?
I hope 2 more spades come this time.
Pounds? 50 pounds? Cash. Dollars.
Antonius has bet $32,000. Durr's hand fairly vulnerable. He could be up against a bigger flush, or with a pair on board against a boat. Does Durr play it safe and just call? Or does he raise and risk being moved off his hand by a very deep stacked Patrick Antonius? Dwan makes it 96,300 total. It's as though he's positive his hand is good. Now Patrick faced with a call of over $60,000. $166,000 and change out there. But he can't like that third spade on the river.
In this one hand?
It's not.
What?
Yeah, I'm big blind. You thought it'll be much longer, right? There was some blood when you left. They bet again 50. He won the first red. Back again, now all three is 100. So Ivy won the first. So now, of course, he want to bet again. Hillary. So the next one is also. So now they're gonna have
Antonius trying to decide whether or not Dwan would check a spade draw on the flop.
And he's betting black.
betting black.
He's stealing for you. He's betting against himself.
Yeah, because he won the red, so Phil say whatever you want. Oh, what David Gray doing here?
Queen high flush.
This game for over $250,000.
That's what everybody. But when we sit down, you know.
Elielezra's winning a little over $29,000. Ivy hovering around even. Howard stuck over 65, and Sahamias stuck almost 115.
I call.
That's a shot, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a shot.
I'm good.
Five-way pot for 800 a man.
What was on the flop last?
It was me. I was on.
Well, I see that one.
It was 10-10-2 last time.
You win?
Howard and Ellie both flop eights. Dwan's got the best hand with nines.
Did you guys do 50 this time again?
Howard gets away from his 8. Ellie will call Dwan's bet of 2,800 and be heads up.
You gave me chance.
Sorry. I was trying to make it faster.
So I went 10. So
No,
I'm
how
right
to
now.
fit? He threw it
15.
Oops.
Check. Check.
Nine.
Sevens. Eights, I mean. Nines.
Doesn't matter. You can try 7s or 8s. Why'd you flip it up?
Queen 9 is very friendly to you.
No action on the turn or river, and Dwan keeps dragging pots.
Anybody stake me for all my gambling for the whole year? Anybody want to do that?
If I have more money.
How about just buying it?
I don't know if you can handle it.
How much free roll? How much free roll?
How about
you
just
want?
paying like 15 million to have like a quarter of you for the year?
Yeah, please.
You're about right.
Not this one. No more.
But I'd want to
No?
buy it
No,
retroactively.
not this.
Like, I wouldn't want you to know. I'd want to, like...
I'm traveling. I didn't look, I promise.
Yep.
More limping. Ivy in the straddle with 7/8 suited. Pauses for a moment before checking.
I'd like to see Eli's hand.
And again, a 5-way pot. Open-ended straight draw for Ivy. Gut shot for Tom Dwan.
It's on you.
Oh, it's me.
I won't let you.
Ivy's bet of 4,000 takes the pot.
It's Jack 3 offsuit. Jack a diamond 3.
I was curious because I couldn't believe it.
Well, that's the final hand of the night here in Las Vegas. So far, Tom Dwan is our big winner, up around 200 grand. Tomorrow night, the game continues with over $1 million in play. For Ali Najad, I'm Leanne Tweeden. Good night from Las Vegas.
Tomorrow on Poker After Dark, the cash game.
I still want to wheel you in the game.
If you had a pair, you had me crush.
2 9s.
You serious?
You would not lie on national TV, okay?
Yes, I would.
You
Poker After Dark accommodations provided by the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino, Las Vegas.